Welcome to Yes, I Can Do It. Transform your financial future. Financial independence starts here.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. You know I like to make money, and you know what makes a lot of money? Investing in the stock market at the right time. Now, politics and the stock market, they're like two peas in a pod. One always seems to be influencing the other. In today's video, we're diving deep into a potentially huge market mover, a potential Donald Trump victory in the 2024 US elections. We're going to break down exactly how this could shake things up, which sectors could see massive gains, and the key companies you need to have your eyes on. So buckle up, smash that like button for some good luck, and let's get right into it. First up, let's talk energy. Remember when gas prices were through the roof? Yeah, not fun. Well, Trump's been all about that American energy independence thing. He loves oil, gas, and coal. And you know what? Wall Street knows it too. If Trump takes the White House again, we could see a huge shift back towards traditional energy sources. That means less red tape, fewer regulations, and more drilling, baby. We're talking about companies like ExxonMobil and Chevron potentially making a killing. I mean, think about it. Exxon's currently sitting at around $110 a share. Some analysts are predicting that with Trump back in office and oil prices surging, we could see that number jump to $130 a share or even higher by 2025. And Chevron, they're in the same boat. Trading at around $180 right now, a Trump win could easily push them past the $200 mark. Now, I'm not saying this is guaranteed, but you gotta look at the track record. Trump's policies tend to favor these big energy players, and let's be real, when these companies win, their investors win too. So if you're looking for a potential gold mine in the stock market, keep a close eye on the energy sector if Trump gets that second term. This could be your chance to capitalize on some serious growth. But remember, we're talking about investing here, not gambling. Do your research, understand the risks, and don't put all your eggs in one basket. Next up, we're diving into a sector that always seems to heat up during a Republican administration: defense. Trump's a big believer in a strong military, and that usually translates into one thing: more spending. I'm talking about massive government contracts being handed out like candy. And who benefits the most? The big defense contractors, of course. We're talking about companies like Lockheed Martin, the makers of those stealth fighters, and Northrop Grumman, known for their high-tech drones and aerospace systems. Now let's look at the numbers. Lockheed Martin is currently trading around $440 a share. But with a potential surge in defense spending under a Trump administration, analysts are projecting that number could soar to $500 or more by 2025. That's a hefty gain. And then there's Northrop Grumman, currently sitting pretty at around $500 a share. With increased demand for their cutting-edge military tech, some experts believe that number could skyrocket to $600 or higher in the next few years. But here's the thing, guys, even if you're not a military buff, you can't ignore the potential impact of this sector. When governments spend big on defense, it creates a ripple effect throughout the entire economy. It's like a shot of adrenaline for these companies and their investors. So if you're looking to diversify your portfolio and potentially capitalize on a Trump victory, the defense sector is definitely worth a closer look. Chapter 3, titled Tech Giants Under Trump, 2.0 even bigger. Now let's move on to a sector that's near and dear to my heart: technology. Trump's policies could actually be a good thing for big tech. Trump loves tax cuts and less regulation. Who benefits? Silicon Valley giants like Apple and Microsoft. Imagine lower taxes and fewer rules. Let's talk numbers. Apple could climb to $200 a share by 2025. Microsoft might surge to $400 a share. Trump clashed with big tech before, but this is about business. A strong tech sector is good for the American economy. They'll find a way to work with whoever is in charge. Chapter 4. Title: Healthcare Hype. Trump's prescription for profits. Alright, let's talk healthcare. It's a sector that's always in the news, and for good reason. It's a massive industry, and it's only getting bigger as the population ages. Now, Trump's stance on healthcare has been a bit of a roller coaster ride, to say the least. But one thing's for sure, he's been pretty consistent in his support for the pharmaceutical industry. He's all about less regulation, faster drug approvals, and letting these companies make money. And honestly, that kind of environment could be a gold mine for investors. Think about it. Companies like Johnson & Johnson and Pfizer are already giants in the healthcare world. They've got blockbuster drugs, loyal customers, and massive research budgets. But imagine what they could do with even fewer regulations and a more business-friendly environment. Well, some analysts believe that Johnson & Johnson, currently trading at around $170 a share, could see their stock price climb to $190 or higher by 2025 if Trump's policies are enacted. And Pfizer, with their COVID-19 vaccine success, and Trump's potential support for the pharmaceutical industry, could see their stock price, currently around $38, jump to $50 or more in the coming years. Now, I'm not saying healthcare is a sure thing, it's a complex industry with a lot of moving parts. But if you're looking for potential growth opportunities, especially under a Trump presidency, healthcare is definitely a sector to watch closely. Chapter 5. Title: Banking Bonanza, Will Trump Unleash Wall Street? Last but not least, let's talk about a sector that always seems to do well when Republicans are in power: banking. Trump's a big believer in deregulation, and that's music to the ears of Wall Street. Less regulation means fewer restrictions, more freedom to make risky bets, and potentially bigger profits. And when banks make money, their investors usually make money too. Now let's get specific. We're talking about financial giants like JP Chase and Goldman Sachs. These are the heavy hitters of Wall Street, and they've got a long history of performing well under Republican administrations. JP Chase, currently trading at around $145 a share, could see their stock price climb to $175 or higher by 2025 if Trump's policies are implemented, according to some analysts. They're betting on Trump's deregulation agenda to boost bank profits and drive stock prices higher. And then there's Goldman Sachs, the legendary investment bank, currently trading at around $380 a share. With their expertise in trading, investment banking, and wealth management, they're perfectly positioned to benefit from a Trump-led economic boom. Some experts are even projecting a surge to $450 a share or more in the next few years. But here's the thing, guys. Investing in banks is not for the faint of heart. These are complex institutions, and their fortunes are closely tied to the overall health of the economy. But if you're bullish on Trump's economic policies and you believe he can supercharge the economy, then the banking sector might be worth a closer look. Outro title: Don't miss out. Trump's stock market impact. There you have it. These are just a few of the key sectors and companies that could see significant gains if Donald Trump wins the 2024 US election. Remember though, this is just one possible scenario. The stock market is notoriously unpredictable, and there are a million other factors that could influence these companies' performance. My biggest tip for you: don't base your investment decisions solely on who's in the White House. Do your own research, understand the risks involved, and consider your own investment goals and risk tolerance. And remember, diversification is key. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, especially when it comes to something as volatile as the stock market. So there you have it. If Trump wins the 2024 election, expect these key sectors and companies to perform well, thanks to his business-friendly policies. But remember, always do your research before making any investment decisions. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more stock market insights. See you in the next video. Write a comment for all inquiries.